Okay. Nice to
on
meet
this.
you all, guys. I am Alpha Ibrahim Abba from the Republic of Guinea.
Thanks, Alpha.
Okay.
You can.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour, frère.
Thank
Bonjour.
you. Thank you. You can mute your mic, please. Thank you. Thank you. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to our first session on the series of 4 we propose to have with you, with all of you. Thank you. After this, we will also host the next 3 Fridays for 4 consecutive sessions. And we will talk about valuable skills in climate organizing with you to see how we can improve ourselves in our work. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining this session. Through this session, we will help you to familiarize with the Africa VUCA platform and see what this platform can help you in your organizing and mobilizing action. And this session will be recorded for participants who can join, and we will share on our website. So we will record this session, and through this session, you will learn to familiarize with Africa VUCA platform, to learn from experienced organizer, and to learn how strategically you can also plan your climate action and to take your digital amplification skills to the next step. It is why we invite you to join us today and next 3 Fridays. I want to share with you in terms of technical support what you need, because this session will be in English but translate in French, so you can speak in your language. You can speak English, you can also speak French. We have our interpreters here to help you to understand. So in terms of technical support, what you need is, let me share my screen with you. I think everyone can see my screen. So we have our interpreters here, Rachel and Mel, and you have the globe under. You can see the globe there. So you can choose your language there. If you want to understand in French, you can choose French. If you want to understand what we are saying here in English, you can choose English. Just click on the button and choose your language. You will select French or English. And every time we get back to the call, you will need to reselect again to understand. And you need also to mute your audio to avoid to disturb when we are in plenary, when we are in the meeting room. Thank you. It is what I want to share with you in terms of technical support. And now we will start this first session, but before I want to share with you one short video to show what is the power of climate action in terms of organizing. Let me share my screen again with you. Excuse me. It is a short video.
We are rising for climate change and renewable energy. If we take action today, it will make a new positive impact, it will make change for a better future.
Our planet needs us to work towards preserving it and caring for our future generations.
Heading for the Western World District Council to have our say. For them to give us a statement to empower other sources of energy other than coal.
Mr. Christian,
The difference begins with
I'd
each and
like to inform you that we are not seeing the video that you have.
Change is when we come together.
Are you sharing the video? Yeah. Mr. Christian.
We are rising for climate change and renewable energy. If we take action today, it will make a new positive impact, it will make change for a better future.
our planet needs us to work towards preserving it and caring for our future generations.
Heading for the Western World District Council to have our say. For them to give us a statement to empower other sources of energy other than coal.
I think the difference begins with each and every one of us.
And I believe what can bring change is when we come together, different organizations and stakeholders.
Our invited action on climate change, and one of them is banning the use of fossil fuels and also encouraging.
Okay, thank you guys. This is one of Africa VUCA action to show you what is people power in terms of action. For today's session, we invited three presenters to share with you what Africa VUCA platform is, how you can be involved in Africa VUCA platform, and what benefit you can get from Africa VUCA platform. And our first presenter is Landry. Landry, you will share with the participant here what is the genesis of Africa VUCA platform and how Africa VUCA platform works and why it is important for participants to join Africa VUCA platform. Thank you, Landry. You have the floor.
Thanks, Christian, and good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Warm welcome from 350 Africa. It's a great pleasure to have you today for the launch of this series of climate dialogues. So we are very privileged to have you today and for the upcoming few weeks as we discuss on the best way of addressing the crisis which is we are in, and we know we're also contributing as activists, organizer, and partners in various countries where we are connecting from. So to give you a brief overview of Africa VUCA and why it was created, how it works, and why we believe it's important to be part of it, I want to start by sharing a little bit about 350, because the idea of creating the platform, Africa VUCA platform, came from our organizing model, where some of you may know that we've been convening essentially moments through global or regional days of action, where we create an opportunity for climate activists all over the world to take action on the issue that they believe they are most crucial in their communities. So this has been the organizing model of 350 for a while. And we thought that we could go a little bit deeper in that sense by creating a platform which allows more interaction and direct action taken by the organizers themselves. Hence the idea of putting up a platform which is owned by you all, because this platform is, of course, yes, created by 350, but we want to be owned and led by this growing community of activists and climate leaders across the region. So VUCA, for those who may be wondering what does VUCA mean, VUCA in two major African languages, Swahili and Zulu, it has almost the same meaning in terms of waking up, rising, and or crossover. And that's, for us, has a very symbolic meaning of the campaign to move or to go beyond fossil free and start adopting and implementing renewable energy technologies in our cities, in our homes, as a goal. So that represents the necessity and the urgency to cross over or to transition from the old fossil fuels that has caused this crisis to a world and a planet which is powered by renewables. So the platform was set up in like 3 years ago, 2018, 2018. And we started with a group of 20 organizations that have been actively involved in our previous organizing. And then since then, the VUCA platform grew significantly to the point where we are now reaching nearly 100 groups registered on the platform. So I'll come back to that later. But then to talk about the reasons why we created this, first of all, there was necessity. There is a necessity, the need of a regional and strong movement that matches the scale of the crisis we are in. Because we as 350 staff, we're very limited, and we are a small team of 10 across the continent. We realize that we can't do it alone. We can't achieve our big vision of solving or limiting the impact if we keep like doing what we do as a small team of 10 people. That will say we want to involve you all and give you the knowledge, the training, the resources, the tools, and the support that you need to be effective in your climate organizing, hence the platform. The second reason of the urgency, I think we all know that we really, we are running out of time if we have to mitigate this crisis or attempt to solve it. We don't have a lot of time, and we have to be extremely urgency driven in our action, because we don't have that luxury or pleasure to wait either for our government or some maybe innovation eventually to be made to come as a response. So we are the one, as individuals, as activists, as leaders, wherever we are, to take this action and to make the change happen on the ground. Now with the pandemic and economic recession, it has even made that urgency more, I would say, pertinent and relevant, because now we are not only dealing with the crisis, the climate crisis, but it has now the ramification. Then we have also to take into consideration as we propose, as advance the solution. But that's a kind of a different topic, but worth mentioning. So also I say that we needed a different approach at 350, so we can upgrade our organizing and campaigning model to allow strong leadership to emerge from the ground. So instead of us trying to organize in the Congo or in Senegal or in South Africa or Guinea, why not supporting that community of people who you are there to have what you need and be effective in your organizing, and we be supporting you and sharing this responsibility of effective the change on the ground. and also want to be resilient, and we want to organize in a sustainable way. Again, because we are limited as a 350 crew, we want to also to share that responsibility and build a community of volunteers, of organizers, of leaders who also play their role in this alongside with us, of course, because there is always interaction and connection, daily interaction with our staff almost on daily basis for those running active campaigns. So we'll want to be there supporting you in as you take action on the ground. And we want really to focus on local actions on the ground and local campaigns, because we believe that a win which is seen and observed in any country is always inspiring. If our brothers and sisters in the pre-referendum country in Tanzania are able to achieve a significant win, and we share it on the VUCA platform, either through a webinar like this, or a story, or a video, we are sure that it's going to speak and inspire those who are involved in similar struggles, whether it's in Zambia or Mozambique or Cairo, Egypt. So that's the sense, and a platform which also allows the visibility and the amplification of what is happening, so it can be inspiring for others. A couple of years ago, I worked with our colleagues in Ghana. They've been working on stopping the first coal plant that was proposed, and they won. And the victory was such inspiring that a couple of years later, we've seen the decolonized movement starting in Kenya, same in Senegal. Now our brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe are fighting against the Sengwa Coal project, because they've seen that it's possible. If a group of local organizers can take action and be successful in a particular country, they can share the tips and skills that they use, so others can do the same. So that's why we believe in the power of local action and local campaigns, and also the possibility of those campaigns to inspire others to take similar action. So that was some of the reasons why we put up this system, and we've been privileged to see it growing, and it's still growing, and we hope to have even more groups joining in the near future. So how does it work? And I think some of you may have seen the website. So we have a platform, africavuca.org, VUCA with K and Africa with K, africavuca.org. You may note down and check it out as soon as we are done here. It's very simple, and it's very interactive. You can go there. Again, maybe a quick read on who we are, what it's about, and where we come from, and get involved, because that's where you can actually, if you're already part of a local organizing group, wherever you are, you can register it. You can register either your group or your campaign, and then you will receive a notification from us, and we start interact. We want to know more. We want to know what's the struggle you are facing, what's your goal, and how you want to achieve it. And then you can receive some kind of coaching and mentorship that can allow you to do it, to be successful in your action. We are doing that currently with a couple of groups across the continent, and it's our pleasure to really support the growth of a stronger climate movement, which is challenging the proliferation of the fossil fuels, and which is actually also which is very vocal on the need and the urgency to adopt the renewables. So it's very, very simple. Again, check out our website, africavuca.org. We have also Africa VUCA in French, by the way, for those who speak French. Same platform. You do the same. You join, you register, and then the interactions with our staff get started. So some people may wonder, why do we need to join this platform? There are maybe many groups out there that we can join and be part of. Yes, probably, but one of the some of the advantage of the benefit for you to be with this to join the platforms that you get connections. You are connected to a wider network of groups, partners, and other progressive organizations that are doing the work you do. Right? You get access to information, you get to see what others are doing, and yourself, you can be motivated, inspired to learn from them and take action. The second thing is the access to resources and tools that you need for your organizing and skills. This is something that activists incredibly need, the resources and training tools that you can definitely tap into when organizing your workshops, your session, things like that. All of those 350 staff has made it available. And also, I also want to kind of clarify that as 350, we are a movement building organization. We are not a grant making organization. A lot of groups sometimes approach us with that question, can we get resources? I mean, funding, resources, money to do the work. Why we may not be able to give you all the financial resources that you require for your work, we can put you in touch with those who are, in position to do so in a better way than us. Because again, we are not a grant-making organization. However, we can link up you with those who are able to support the work you do. And finally, it's a family. It's a family. It's really good to have a family of like-minded organizers, campaigners, leaders who are acting, in solidarity with you all. Whenever you are, in trouble, you have some issues, you don't know exactly how to proceed. At least you know that there's, a wider group out there who can offer some tips or advice, and even the staff that you can rely to unlock your your strategy or your plans whenever you get stuck rather. So I think those are some of the advantage or the benefit of being part of this platform. I know some of you have already subscribed, they are already part of it. Others are possibly considering joining, and really we invite you to join us. And my colleague Charity will also speak briefly about some of those benefits, and of course more. And we hope to have you on board, continue working with you all in the near future as we build a stronger, resilient climate movement. Because again, as African, we know that we're among the most hit by the crisis. We kind of tired to see our leaders every day. There is either flooding or another disaster. Seeing the leaders kind of begging the international community to support, while such kind of tragedies could have been avoided by taking action and holding them accountable. So let's do this together. We believe with in building people power, there is a chance that there's a possibility of really getting and seeing a wider, stronger platform and movement rising to take on these challenges which is ahead of us. So I won't take much of the time. I think I've used my 15 minutes that has been allocated. Hope you enjoyed this session and the upcoming ones in the near future. I think they will be every Friday, and Christian and the rest of crew, of course, will inform you in due date on the schedule of those. Thank you again, and yeah, back to you, Christian.
Thank you very much, Landry. You will stay to respond to the question from participants. Thank you, and yes, we went to this session very interactive. It is why we will invite you to ask questions, to comment. If you have question, comment from you, to make very interactive this session. And as Landry said, we will listing to why it is important to be involved in Africa VUCA platform from Charity. But before, if you have one or two questions, we can collect one or two questions from you, maybe to share how the climate organizing is working on your country, in your context, to share briefly. Question, comment, one or two from you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tendai. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm coming as an individual. I would want to connect with other colleagues if they're on the platform from Zimbabwe so we can, strengthen the movement. Thank you for having me. I joined a little bit late. Sorry for that.
Thank you, thank you. And we have one question. Why are Africa leaders not taking responsibility as regards climate change? It is one question from Olawale. And the second, apart from stopping coal mining, do you promote alternative energy source? I think we can start with the two questions. Landry, you want to?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Tendai. We have also an active group in Zimbabwe working on that. I hope my colleague Rukia has noted down your contact, so she can put you in touch with that group working on an excellent campaigning there in Zimbabwe. So on the question on from Olawale, why leaders are not taking responsibilities, I think it's we cannot maybe generalize that all African leaders are not taking responsibility. There are those who may be doing more than others. There are those who may not see environmental issues in general as a priority, and then think also like keep blaming the global north countries and the rich countries as the most responsible ones. But I think it's hard time really that climate change and environmental issue in general are taken seriously by the leaders. And in order to do so, we are the one as civil society to make noise and to put them to prioritize this issue, because we know if they don't do so, again, they are the people who suffer from the consequences of this lack of responsibility and accountability. So we are the one to constantly, remind them of their responsibility, to push them also to prioritize. Some of you may have been already engaged in advocacy or awareness creation activities, things like that, and also be part of the roundtable discussion, especially when ahead of the COPs, the Conference of Parties every year. These are good moments and opportunities to remind our leaders about the necessity and the importance to tackle environmental issues and climate change specifically as a top priority. So, and of course there are other moments every year where we have a sense and the duty to remind them and to have them accountable. So it's that would be my comment to that. That would be my comment to that. But I think the level of responsibility from leaders need to be somehow upgraded because there is a lot that can be made. I hope that answer the question, Olawale. And Penny also asked about whether we, apart from stopping coal, we are also promoting alternative energy. Sorry, yes, definitely. We want the African continent to be powered by renewables. So we are in favor of renewables because we believe that can also match the scale of the energy gap and the energy poverty that we are facing as a continent. I think the statistic that says that around 600 million of Africans still don't have access to renewable electricity. across the continent. That's like what, half of the population, the African population, still lack electricity. And in order to mark that gap, it's clear that the conventional, traditional way of connecting through the grid or hydropower won't match this gap. So definitely, and we know that we are blessed with abundant renewable energy, especially the solar energy. And actually, sometimes people and experts are somehow surprised by the lack of understanding of the opportunity that solar will present for Africa. And if the leaders, for many reasons, are not seeing that opportunity, we have again to remind them about and push them in that sense, in that direction. I think I can take maybe one of the other country question that was raised in the chat. Maybe Christian will help me if there is anyone that I may need to answer quickly. I think there is a question from Joseph Lamte.
Yes, maybe the last question, yes.
Okay, the last question, right.
Yes.
Yeah, what are we going to do as an activist in our various countries to hold my government accountable if they fail to involve in renewable energy? Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Joseph is from Ghana. So I think Ghana is, we can count it as a progressive country, right, in that sense. And maybe as activists, we need also to be part of stronger coalitions. If you fail as a representative of your smaller group, why not connecting with those who are also advocating on the issues of sustainable development, for instance, as a large, and be part of those bigger coalition and organize some either dialogue or open, or send them open letters, meet them, remind them of their commitment, because we'll find that in most of our countries have ratified conventions and very progressive policies, but the issue is on enforcement. They're not put into practice. So that's where again they need to be held accountable and use whatever you have as a source of power. The youth are more and more engaged in these issues. Bring along the side the press, the media, and make sure that these issues are part of are making the headlines where you are. I think that's the way end up listening if you may have some challenges, like say, to move them as a single group. If you are part of larger coalition, and Africa VUCA can be your ally in that sense. If you maybe connect with a wider network, and then we come as all African, supporting you in pressuring the government, we can do so. I think I'll stop there, and I may maybe address other question in the chat to give opportunity.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Landry. Because at the end of all the presentation, we will also have a question session, so you can stay, and at the end, you will ask all your questions. But one question I know you can have now is why participants should be part of Africa VUCA platform. And to respond to this question, I want to invite Charity to share more about this question. Why participants should be part of Africa VUCA platform. Thank you, Charity. You have a floor.
Thank you, Christian. And I want to say thank you to all of you who are joining us. I see we're almost 60 and counting. I want to say thank you for joining us and being part of this moment. So I'll just be sharing my screen to be able to guide you on this process and address the very important question that Christian has asked, and probably one that you are asking yourselves. So I hope you can see my screen now, and for better quality of connection, I will be turning off my camera, but I'll be guiding you through my presentation. So basically, Africa VUCA is a platform that is inviting everyone to participate in actions to phase out fossil fuels. And to answer the important question that Tendai asked about how you can be part of the platform, so you have the link there. You can just go direct to the website and you'll be able to have access and be part of this movement. But let's dive in and see the benefits of being part of the platform. So to start with, Africa VUCA is a platform that is uniting of all people and all campaigns to form a movement to end the age of fossil fuels in Africa and also to transition to renewable energy. The goal essentially is to drive people to take action and to build a future that is free from the destructive impacts of climate change. And you may ask yourself, so what are the benefits of being part of the platform? So one is to amplify your campaign. So if you join the platform, you'll be part of a growing community that is actively building and consolidating community resistance against fossil fuels. So Africa VUCA will help you to amplify your campaigns, both regionally and globally, to be able to secure the solidarity that is needed to phase out fossil fuels. Two, you will also get networking opportunities with like-minded individuals who are participating in different campaigns across the region. So the platform will provide you with a base for interaction so that you can get mutual inspiration, peer support, and to be able to share your experiences with different people campaigning on different aspects to phase out fossil fuels and to integrate renewable energy in their areas. The other benefit of being part of Africa VUCA is that you will get training and also resources. So whether you are a seasoned campaigner or a new activist, Africa VUCA will provide you with numerous tools ranging from research, webinars, workshops, to be able to empower you to boost your existing campaign or to help you to start new impactful ones. So multiple resources are available for you to be able to kickstart and run your own campaign. Another benefit of being part of the platform is to secure campaign solidarity. So Africa VUCA platform is supporting of each other, no matter which country you come from. We aim to collaborate across different regions so that we can secure momentum for your campaign and amplify your voice across the continent so that the needed action can be achieved for your campaign. Another key benefit of why you should be part of the platform and what you will achieve is to end the destructive age of fossil fuels. So being a part of Africa VUCA means being a part of the change that we need in terms of fighting for a better climate. So this will do this together by calling out for a stop to the fossil fuel development projects across the region. So together, we are stronger and we can fight the fossil fuel industry that rakes in profits by polluting and destroying our environment. So the other reason why you should be part of this platform is to be able to accelerate transition to renewable energy for all. So just like Landry has stated, that we know Africa is well endowed with renewable energy sources like wind and solar. And so we need to be able to tap into this to ensure that our continent transitions to sustainable and renewable energy. And we can only achieve this together if you are part of the Africa VUCA platform. So ideally, there are principles that we as members of Africa VUCA believe in, and one is that everyone is welcome. So no matter your skills or where you're from, or your knowledge on climate change and environmental impacts, everyone is welcome, because we believe that climate change is not just an environmental issue or a climate issue or a social justice issue or an economic issue. This is an existential crisis that is a big challenge to humanity, and we need to fight it together to be able to address it. So everyone is welcome in this fight. Another principle is that we believe we are all leaders. So Africa VUCA believes in everyone's capacity to lead. And so we are here to empower everyone and to be able to take charge of their own organizing, facilitation, decision-making, and actions in their own regions. We also boldly take action. So taking action is how we build public support behind the causes that we believe in. And we recognize the importance of escalating actions so that our demands are met. We are committed to pursuing nonviolent direct actions so that we achieve our demands and our goals. And we respect those who are in a position to take bold moves to demand for change for a better world. So how do you get to be a part of Africa VUCA? So the first step is just simple. You need to subscribe. So when you head over to the site africavuca.org, you will see this subscription. You'll see this subscription box, and you can fill in your name, your email address, your city, your country, and then you can just sign in and you'll be a member of the platform. The other step, the other way you can be a part of Africa VUCA is if you're already part of a registered group. So you can as well fill up a form and register your own group and start your grassroots campaign. You can also join an existing group. So all you have to do is identify one that is near you and be able to connect with them, register your details, and you'll be connected to the group that is closest to you. So these are the simple steps for you to be a part of this bold and energetic family and to be able to take action together. So Africa VUCA is in the process of revamping its base and its nature and its ways of interaction. So what does the future of Africa VUCA look like, and how and what extra benefits apart from what I mentioned can you reap from this improved and revamped state of Africa VUCA? So one, you will be able to create your own event. You can be able to mobilize people to attend your offline events to secure support for your campaign. Another way that you'll be able to benefit on this platform is that you'll be able to start your own petition. So you can start your petition and request people to sign on it through the platform and get wider support for your campaign. Another thing you can experience even right now is you can be able to submit content whether in form of blogs, images, or videos. You can submit that for greater digital amplification and even greater awareness of your campaign efforts, and you'll be able to inform many people of what is happening in your region or with the campaign that you are involved in. And lastly, Africa VUCA is meant to have fun. So even as we struggle, even to fight climate change and to fight the fossil fuel industry, we plan to do this by having fun. So you can interact with the platform by sharing experiences and getting their support and experiencing the influential impact of activism and talented people on the platform. So, so here I just want to show you a snippet of how Africa VUCA will look like and how the process that you will go through in terms of joining the platform and starting your own activities. So as you can see, like I mentioned, you can start your organizing your own event here, and you can also start your own petition to amplify your campaign and get as many sign-ons on the platform as possible. So with all that, I want to say thank you, and I hope that you get to register for those who aren't already part of the platform, and also to invite other friends and other participants who you may know that are struggling to get their campaign noticed, or that have a campaign or want to take action and do not yet have an idea of how to go about it. So please encourage everyone, your networks, to be able to join the platform, and together we can fight the fossil fuel industry and we can reverse the harmful impacts of climate change. Thank you. And Christian, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Charity. And I can see Landry is responding to many of your questions in French and in English. Thank you, Landry. If you have more questions, you can ask, and we have the question session at the end of the presentation, and also you can send your question to the address email in the chat box. You can see. Thank you. And now I want to invite one of the members of Africa VUCA platform to share more in terms of benefits participants can get from this platform. It is ESO PDC from Togo. He is member of Africa VUCA platform fruit GPS West Africa, Global Power Shift West Africa. He will share with you what benefits participants, the member group, can receive from Africa VUCA platform. ESO PDC, you have the floor. ESO? ESO PDC? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, ESO, yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
ESO?
Yeah.
Yes, ESO. Yes.
Je peux aller?
Yes, yes, you can go now.
Merci, Christian. Je vais aller très rapidement.
Je voulais poser une question pour dire que les problèmes climatiques ou les dangers climatiques ici chez nous au niveau local, c'est vraiment très, très, très préoccupant. Mais le problème est que la population et le gouvernement local ne s'intéressent pas vraiment, ne prend pas au sérieux toutes ces questions liées au climat. Et c'est pourquoi je voulais savoir quelles sont les actions à mener en première lieu, en avant-plan, au premier plan pour pouvoir permettre à ce que, pour mettre, faire impliquer la population ainsi que le gouvernement local de telle façon qu'il y ait des solutions durables par rapport à tous ces problèmes. Merci.
Okay, thank you very much. And I want to remain, this session is recorded and all our session will be recorded and shared with you, and all the materials about Africa VUCA will be shared with you. Thank you. On the question, who want to jump? Charity, you want to say something maybe?
Okay, thank you, Christian, and thank you, Belon, for that question. So the first step that you want to take to be able to get the population interested, especially when they are being affected by climate change issues, is to create awareness among the local community, inform them of the dangers of fossil fuels that are causing harsh climatic conditions, and also get testimonies from, say, people who have been affected, if you can, to be able to share the experiences, what they have gone through, so that they can be able to sensitize those who do not understand the issue, or those who are climate deniers, so that they can be informed of why we need to address climate change and why it is an important fight during this time, and why we need to stop the fossil fuel industry from polluting our environment and causing more damage to our environment and also to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Charity. I think we have Eso, can you speak now, or I can identify another person here, because I can see Potia from Ghana, and Potia is also member of Africa VUCA platform, and she can share. Eso, are you able to speak? No, it's not good.
Je vais demander à ma collègue Raïssa de faire ma présentation.
Okay, so Raisa? Raisa, are you with us? No, Raisa is not there, I think. Okay. We can't hear you, Raisa. And dear participant, if you have a question, you can continue to.
Allô?
Yes, Raisa.
Oui, alors, Bonjour à tous, excusez-moi. Alors, mon collègue Messo a quelques soucis de connexion parce qu'il est dans une zone assez reculée. La connexion n'est pas très stable. Donc, il m'a demandé de vous faire part de ses réponses compte tenu de la question qui lui a été posée. Et par rapport à ça, il faut juste rappeler que la plateforme Africa VUCA est partie d'une campagne du nom de Decolonize Africa, qui est parti du Kenya et qui avait pour objectif de bannir tout projet de centrale à charbon sur le continent. Et nous, je veux parler des membres du GPS West Africa, étaient déjà dans la philosophie de lutte de 350.org et nous avons bénéficié d'une première formation en Côte d'Ivoire avec les activistes du Bénin et des Ivoiriens, où nous avons appris à mettre en place un plan de communication et de plaidoyer qui a énormément servi à nos amis hôtes, puisqu'en ce moment, leur gouvernement menait déjà des démarches pour le central à charbon de San Pedro en Côte d'Ivoire. Donc, cette formation a eu lieu au Sénégal pour faire face aux centrales de Barni, au Ghana et aussi au Congo pour la sauvegarde du parc de Virunga. On a ensuite bénéficié d'une seconde formation grâce à la plateforme Africa VUCA, d'une seconde formation quelques mois après au Rwanda sur la planification des actions et la communication digitale. C'est cette formation qui a renforcé les différentes campagnes dans les pays tels que le Sénégal, le Ghana, le Congo et la Côte d'Ivoire. Donc, grâce à cette formation, le Togo a réussi sa conférence annuelle dénommée la COGEC, la Conférence internationale des jeunes contre les changements climatiques, avec la participation des jeunes de la sous-région avec une forte mobilisation des Béninois. Donc, à travers, outre cela, outre les formations virtuelles de Africa VUCA assure également des e-trainings. Le tout récent nous a permis d'apprendre l'organisation et la planification d'autres actions, à se mettre en réseautage et plus de partenariats, à communiquer, à partager des histoires ou des expériences et surtout apprendre à incarner un esprit de leadership et de gestion des volontaires également dans nos programmes et nos projets. Personnellement, ça, je parle au titre de M. Essop PDC. Personnellement, j'apprécie cette plateforme. Mine de rien, elle m'a permis d'être plus efficace et de surtout donner plus d'impact aux actions de notre organisation, l'ONG Jeunes Verts et du réseau Global Publish GPS West Africa. Donc, de façon globale, Africa VUCA est une bonne plateforme de partage d'informations, d'expériences entre les groupes et les membres, les structures qui ont adhéré à cette plateforme. C'est une plateforme qui entretient la cohésion, le travail de solidarité sur les différentes campagnes, comme le groupe travaillant sur les combustibles fossiles en Afrique de l'Ouest comme le Sénégal, la Côte d'Ivoire. Et c'est une plateforme qui fournit une implication et qui a créé une visibilité sur les luttes des changements climatiques, des luttes contre les énergies fossiles. Alors, c'est une plateforme également qui permet le renforcement des capacités des adhérents, des groupes, des structures qui adhèrent à travers diverses formations, que ce soit en ligne ou en présentiel. Donc, je vous encourage à suivre attentivement cette session de formation. C'est sûr et certain que vous en sortirez gagnant en termes d'apprentissage. Merci. Voilà tout ce que M. PDC avait à partager avec vous compte tenu par rapport à ses expériences avec Africa VUCA. Merci.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Raisa. And thank you. And about the interpretation, let me show again. We shared how you can use the globe here to turn the language, to turn in French or English to understand in your language. And now I want to invite Portia from Dirok, Ghana, to share what some benefits you are receiving as member of Africa VUCA platform in your group, in Dirok group in Ghana, in terms of your activities. Thank you, Portia. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone, and greetings from Ghana. Africa VUCA is a great platform because we are able to relate with the Francophone countries and also link up with the different countries in the various localities, understand what they do together and sharing their plans. We also have the opportunity as well to also share interrelated projects together and then have a one voice on a matter. So one of the times when we had to deal with African Development Bank, we all had the same position paper shared across, and then when, wow. Please, can you hear me now?
Yes,
So please, am I clear? Hello? Am I clear, please?
Yes, it's clear now.
Great. So I'm saying that Africa VUCA is a great platform that harnesses the English-speaking countries and the Francophone countries together to have a common voice on a matter. And a crucial example is when we had to we all have one voice on a matter, and we have the position to also express our details. We also get the platform to also inform each other on what we are campaigning on and then get the support from various countries. There is also a great opportunity for each of us as young activists to also make our case through the tactics that Africa VUCA gives us on how to put together a position paper and how to relate and the strategies and the tactics you need in order to get your message out there. It also gives us the platform to connect with other NGOs, smaller NGOs together, to come together and have a common voice in our country. So in Africa VUCA, we don't believe in doing things on one side. We come together to do things as a team. And then we also believe in each other's strength, and we try our best to work and collaborate with schools and get the message out there, and also empower the youth to be able to have a voice, especially at the grassroots level. It's one of the key things that we consider, because we believe that we need to prepare the people and not to leave them or allow them to go astray, but get them to understand the essence of standing up for the right cause, and also be able to consider having a clear-cut feedback from our leaders and making it clear to them on the positions we want. So Africa VUCA is a great platform, and I encourage everyone to join on that platform.
Thank you very much, Portia from Dirok, Ghana. Thank you. Any question from participants? Question, comments? How will 350 sustain the activists of Africa VUCA? This question is from, okay, Aisatu. I think Aisatu want to say something. Aisatu?
Bonjour à tous, c'est Aïssatou Keita depuis Sénégal. C'est vraiment un grand plaisir de partager avec vous ce panel qui est d'une importance capitale. J'avoue que c'est via les réseaux sociaux que j'ai connu Africa Avocat, ensuite je me suis inscrite là-bas. Bon, à travers de ce que je viens de voir, pour ce qui est de l'objectif principal d'Africa Avocat, qui est aujourd'hui la lutte contre les énergies fossiles. Et c'est vrai qu'on doit avouer qu'aujourd'hui, tous les problèmes environnementaux, en majeure partie, sont dus à ça, à l'utilisation des énergies fossiles. Bon, moi, j'ai une suggestion juste par rapport au partage d'idées dans ce panel. J'aimerais vraiment que pour les prochaines rencontres qu'on doit faire, puisque aujourd'hui c'est une première rencontre, donc il est intéressant ce que vous faites comme ça, de nous parler d'Africa Avocat, pourquoi Africa Avocat, les raisons d'exister et autres. Pour moi, il serait très important aujourd'hui que nous partagions, par exemple, les activités que nous faisons au niveau local dans la lutte contre les changements climatiques, parce que je parle au nom de la société civile. Je suis une personne très engagée dans la société concernant la lutte contre les changements climatiques à travers des activités de sensibilisation, des activités de reboisement, des activités de construction d'épis de digues dans la lutte contre l'érosion côtière et autres. Et j'aimerais vraiment que pour les prochaines séances, qu'il y ait à chaque fois une thématique. Aujourd'hui, quand on parle d'inondation, que chacun de nous, par exemple, nous dit un tout petit peu quelles sont les actions qui se font là-bas dans son pays, allant dans ce sens-là. Quelles sont les actions qui se font pour réduire la déforestation. Ça va être très intéressant et très important pour nous, acteurs qui sont dans ça, de savoir qu'est-ce que nos camarades de l'autre côté, qu'est-ce qu'ils font. Ok, merci beaucoup. C'est ce que j'avais à dire. Je vous remets la parole. Christian.
Thank you very much, Aissatou. Yes, during the next session, you will learn from experienced organizer about some of the tactics used for successful campaign. Yes, of course. So we invite you to join, to attend the next session. And the one question from Cassian, I think. The first time our group participated in an activity organized by 350 was on 2010. Today, we are happy that 350 has engaged in putting Smiler NGO together. My worry is how will 350 sustain the activities of Africa Avocat? On this question, I want to invite Landry to say something, to respond. Thank you, Landry.
Thank you, Christian, and thank for the very good question. And actually, it's a good one because it shows that I think pride care about us. And we, to be honest with you, we may not be able to sustain this work ourselves as a staff, as I said. As a small team of 5 or 10, we can pretend to solve the issue, the huge one of climate crisis across Africa. And exactly that's why we create this platform. That's the reason, one of the big reasons that we say, guys, look, if we try to continue with the old way of organizing, let's say through a big moment and not have partners like you or civil society groups on the ground taking local action, we are fooling ourselves. We won't get there. Okay, so we need to find ways of working smarter, right, and multiplying the impact of our staff, and also deepening and decentralize, and I would say even democratize our structures so we can open up to the new leadership and opportunities for you all. So that hence the creation of Africa Avocat. So this is yours, by the way. I want really to, one of the things I would like, I mean, as a key takeaway of this webinar is Africa VUCA is yours, is your platform. So interact with it, submit content, talk to us, ask questions. Kosi, if you can mute, that will help. That will help. Thank you, Kosi. Right. I was saying, take this as your own platform. So don't hesitate to bother us with your questions or the requests. We may not be able to answer maybe all of your questions, but we'll try at least to do 90% of them, right? And then also the support may not be necessarily involve founding, but at least the resources and the connection and the contact that you need to be effective in your role. So we want this to be a gift, 350, to the wider regional and global movement. This is a platform that was created, yes, by 350, but for the benefit and for the use of the wider regional movement. So I hope that's clarified a little bit the question. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Landry. And one thing a group can do for the group who don't have a website, you can use Africa VUCA platform to communicate, to amplify your work. It is yours, it is your platform. And you have many resources on this platform. And yes. Any question? We have 10 minutes now to close. Any question? I think from Moslolo group in Tanzania, I think my colleague Rukia responds to you, because you know, for Anglophone countries, it is my colleague Rukia who is in charge. So you can reach out to Rukia, my colleague, and for people from Francophone, you can contact me. And yes, for any question about how you can be part of this platform, who is your platform. Any comment, question? No. I can't receive any more things. Okay. Everything is clear, I think. So, Charity, you want to say something before I will close this session by one short video again? Charity?
Thank you, Christian. I think what I want to say is that thank you to everyone who has joined, and we are looking forward to having you on the platform so that we can interact more and also get to share resources with you so that we can build this movement and continue to phase out fossil fuels in the region. So looking forward to more signups from you and for you to keep on reaching to your wider network to support us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Before I went to share again, to share with you this short video to see in terms of action we are doing as Africa VUCA platform. Let me share with you this short video again.
Ce vaste mouvement d'ensemble de lutte contre les changements climatiques, pour nous, va produire un impact important. Et ça va peut-être permettre à nos autorités de pouvoir comprendre qu'il est temps d'agir. Et certainement, elles vont peut-être suivre les doléances que la société civile, les doléances que les populations vont mettre sur la table.
Today we take part in the march because we have seen firsthand how climate change affects the lives of women and girls.
Okay, thank you. During the video, I saw two hands. I think we have two participants who want to say something before we end this call. Who is with us? Yes. Who is the guy with a techno? You want to say something? Not sure. Okay. So thank you, guys. Thank you for joining this first session. Thank you for joining this. Yes.
Yes, my name is Prasanna Mande, and I'm very pleased to be part of your movement. I ran Seeds for Uganda, which I started during the 2020 lockdown after finding out that very many people were suffering to get what to eat. So I started it with a motive of promoting food security and climate change. And I'm very sure that I'll get more knowledge on how to promote myself and my team in Uganda. Thank you very much, members.
Thank you very much. And yes, thank you again. Thank you all for joining this first session, and we invite you for our next session for next 3 weeks to listen to our experiences, what we are doing, what you are doing, and how you can join Africa VUCA platform, who is your platform. During our next session, next Friday, next week, you will learn from experienced organizer from Senegal, from Ghana, from Kenya, about some tactics some tactics used for successful campaign. So I really invite you to be there next Friday, next week at 11 to hear from all of our cool guys, our cool campaigner who are doing very good things. Thank you again, and see you next week, next Friday at 11 GMT. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.